Hey, what's up? So let's say I have this awesome 10-minute video called Beer Rules, and I'm so happy with the video, I'm about to export it, send it to the client, and start drinking beer. I'm not going to go over the export settings. I actually have a video on that. I'll add it in the card, and at the end of the video, you can go to more specific settings I use to export. I'm just talking more about how to email that finished video to a client, to a friend, to whatever. So let's say I exported the file. I called it, where is it here? I called it Beer Rules, YT YouTube Final, and I want to send it to the client. It's 1.34 gigs. I'm going to go to my Google Drive connected to my Gmail account. If you don't use Gmail, I would just make a Gmail account specifically for sending videos to clients. And then I could just drag and drop this file to upload it to the Google Drive. A 10-minute video like this probably take 10-15 minutes. And once the file is uploaded, I'm going to right-click it and I'm going to hit the button Get Link. And this link could be restricted to only people you set the email to, but I almost always hit it with anyone with the link can now view this video. Think about a client wants to forward this email to someone else and they can view it as well. And now I'm going to copy the link, and I'm not going to Control V it into the email. What I'm going to do is press this button here, insert link. I'm going to copy it into what the URL should this link go to. And then it's going to display all these crazy letters and numbers, but you definitely want to change this. And I'm going to highlight that and call it Beer Rules. I don't know, I could call it Video Link. And now it is there. It is a link in the video. To double check your link, you actually right click, move the mouse to this go to link. Otherwise it kind of gets stuck in like a Windows right click mode. And now I can highlight the actual link itself and test it out. So one thing to think about when you send these video to a client, if they want to view it right away, Google is processing this video. I just uploaded it, right? So that might be an issue when you email this to a client. If they're like, I can't see the video, it's not ready yet. Yeah, it's not ready yet. You need to download it, and then you'd have to watch it from your desktop. The other thing to think about if you were showing a client a video is that it may come up with a certain thumbnail, screenshot, and before you hit play. And at one time I remember I had a client tell me, hey, can you change that thumbnail to something better for I guess he was forwarding it to people he worked with or whatnot. And I actually figured out I couldn't change the thumbnail. This is a Google thing as far as what screenshot they pick to be their thumbnail. Just something to think about when you're sending this to a client. Again, this shouldn't really be something for you, the client, to send off as the final video. This is something really just to screen, right? You're never going to want massive amounts of people to watch a video on Google Drive. This is just what I would call like a screener, right? Just a way for somebody to watch a video before it goes onto YouTube, Instagram, etc., etc. And again, now once I do that, now I can type, do this, do that, drink beer, let me have sex with your wife, whatever you want to type to your client. Right? And another cool thing is you could actually copy and paste this link now into any other email or multiple emails to different people, however you want to do it. So that's the way I'd like to send a 1 gig, 10 gigs. Who cares how big the file is? The only issue is going to be how long it takes Google to upload it. So the other quick thing I want to talk about, sometimes I work on promos and short videos. So there are times where I just want to attach a file to this email, right? But what happens is you need the file to be less than, I think in some cases it's 25 megabytes. It's probably going up all the time. But right now, I don't know, my work on Outlook, it has to be less than 20 megabytes. So how would you think about doing something like that, especially something that's a gig file, right? So I'm going to open up Adobe Media Encoder. And I know there's also a free software that a lot of people have recommended to me on this channel that's really cool. It's called Shutter Encoder, and this is free. I like Media Encoder a little better. I'm just probably used to it by now, but it's the same difference, right? You're going to drag your file. Where'd it go here? So it's all about lowering your target bitrate to get this file to be as small as possible. So I have a preset here that I call email. It can bring it down small. I don't really care about the quality of this. It's just for someone to look at and approve and or get a feeling of how the video is going to go. It's not a final version. It's not airing anywhere. And the same thing with Shutter Encoder. Same thing if I were to lower this bit rate, right? This went from 500 megabytes to 52 megabytes, but it's very hard to get it under 20, especially with a 10-minute video. You need a short video, 1-2 minutes. It's the only way to do it. But one thing I will point out is you'd be surprised. So I got this one down to 26 megabytes from a gig. If you lower the audio bit rate, you'd be shocked at how much that can lower the megabytes of a video, right? So now I'm actually can get it underneath 19 megabytes. And if I was to export this file, attach the file as a link, drag and drop it into the email, and just send it. And now they don't have to download anything. They don't have to wait. They can just double click that file attachment, and now the client is watching the video, and now you all have time to go drink some beer. So what kind of beer should your client be drinking? Well, this week I'm going to go with, I had no idea how it got into my store. It's brewed in Columbus, Ohio. It's called Brewdog Punk IPA. I actually really like the can. I like the slogan, United We Stand for Better Beer. Don't we all? avidbeer.com for the full 2018 version course. The 2021.2 version course is being worked on as we speak. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.